next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Jackson looking to throw. Finding Flowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, Henry. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First down, here's Lamar. Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Henry running to the left. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Right to the air with Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Raiders first down.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. From the gun, Smith. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go, hey.
Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here we go, hey.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hold. No more. Hey, trio left. 13 in.
And again, it's Smith. Pass caught, 9-yard line. He has the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
And now the Raiders are going to go for 2.
Here we go. Just 58.
He's throwing for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. First touchdown of the game for them, partner, and immediately they go for 2. That feels like an analytics-based decision there.
Can I just tell you, I'm kind of tired of analytics. I am. I'm tired of falling on analytics when it fails. Oh, the process was right. Oh, we just didn't get the result. No, I don't like that decision this early in the game. You're going to be chasing that decision and those points.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Alpha.
The drive begins with Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
You at X. 180.
From the 34. Complete Derrick Henry. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
180.
From the 24. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Complete beyond the marker. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 7-point lead in the first. All right, so this solid first half continues for them, Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
You're good on the point after. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8. On now is York to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And Baltimore finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead off the turnover. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens lead by 15 now. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 4, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens grow the lead now to 22 points. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
13X. 53.
Now Smith coming off that pick. Buys time, rolling right. That's complete to Bowers outright. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Hey, we go slow.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we go slow.
Running it now out of the gun. Past midfield to the 45. And he works this down to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Hey, we go slow.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Hey, alert. Alert.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now is York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Middle. Hey, we go slow.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready. We go slow.
They give it to him again. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Show set. Hey, we go slow.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Offense in the hurry up here.
Show set.
Back-to-back carries here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. quick pass, right side, complete. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hey, here we go, man.
Smith on first down. We've got a screen to the running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Tuesday.
Second and 13. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Raiders looking at first and 10. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go. Hey, go flip her up. Strike.
First down, Smith to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete here to Bowers. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Hold on. No ball.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Hey, trio left. Hey, here we go. Sunday. 13 next.
Back to the air. It's Smith. Caught near the pylon. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go.
And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Go.
A give right side to Henry. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They put Flowers in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Connects with Bateman. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Down the sideline inside the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's pretty obvious this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
DC ready?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They go play fake with Jackson. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Groupie sends it through. And the advantage now sits at 24. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half.
Cade York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Returns looking good so far. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Blitz coming for Smith. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the kick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Check 58. Hey, we go to the line. Like catch left. Ours.
Smith to the air now. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Vegas first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, we go to the line.
Looking to throw, Smith. And they pick him off again. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts at the 3. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
13 next. So what's up?
Throwing from near his own goal line. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders first.
53. Right. Hey, along the line. There we go, son.
Smith back to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This is Henry on second. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, and they go back to Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Another run for Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Katie York now on for the field goal. A 27-yard look here. Groupie sends it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On now is York to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's gonna get it to begin the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth, right behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From the gun, Smith. This ball's cut by Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Raiders football as we're just counting down this final quarter. This game seems out of hand. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Hey, here we go, hey. No ball.
Here's Smith. Caught, nice gain left side. He does it, touchdown! The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders cut into the lead by another point.
Raiders 21.
Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They're out and set. First and 10.
Middle.
Henry running to the left. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
And they'll kneel this down. They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. And they'll take a knee. And he's going to take a knee. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Groupie sends it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On now is York to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Flip her up. Hey, here we go, hey. Strike, strike. Middle. There we go, sit up.
Smith. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
No ball.
And the Raiders first down.
Come on,
Throwing is Smith. Got a man, Bowers has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Offense up to the line fast.
And the Las
13
Vegas first
Check
down.
59, check 59, cover. Come on,
Now Smith. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
cover.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Catch left. On.
And again, it's Smith. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Line. Here we go. 13 next. Come on, shot.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Completed to his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Here we go.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
53. Hey, alert. Daytona.
From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Sit on.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's able to take this up to the 15 before being taken down. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Hey, report. Yo.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.